Hello, everybody. Welcome to, I believe, episode 64 or 63 of my Factorio. Yes, 63. Episode 63 of my Factorio playthrough. I believe this episode I'm getting electromagnetic science. I set up everything to make supercapacitors, and currently, supercapacitors on the tech tree are the one thing I'm missing before making, before being able to make electromagnetic science. Electromagnetic science, supercapacitor, accumulator, electrolyte, and holmium solution. That's not too bad. I can just do it like down here. This row port might be in the way. I don't know. Because just take you, instead of electrolyte, you're going to be making something else. So now it'll just be empty. You have like holmium solution. An electrolyte can kind of pop up, or like pop around here, and be used right around here, somewhere along here, I guess. Then you do that along with this output and input. You will then set requests. You will read ingredients once I have it researched, of course. Okay, so now underground pipes need to be automated. I can automate those pretty easily, though. So yeah, holmium and steel is all I'm needing for a couple more electromagnetic plants. But I also want to be able to actually make this, which means we need a lot of the blue chests. And think about it, I can probably disable you. Probably don't need to build you. Probably disable you. Disable you. Or actually no, that's like an important one. It's not super important, and I already have a pretty good backlog. Actually, it's terrible backlog, but disable you, and you. There we go. Now my robots should have enough to make what they need. And then on the disabled ones, I can also grab the other chests. There we go. Now I don't believe they are missing any one thing. Or I believe the only things they're missing are the pipes to ground and the electromagnetic plants. So that's gonna be good. So electromagnetic science, supercapacitor, accumulator, electrolyte, and holmium solution. All that stuff is set up. Electrolyte, holmium solution. You are now making the whatever those are called, and those are going to go into supercapacitors, and supercapacitors are going to go into this one once they're made, of course. See, now all you're requesting is electrolyte, and electrolyte just needs the plant. And the plant needs a lot of stuff. Refined concrete, steel, processing unit, and holmium. Okay, refined concrete needs more steel, so everything needs steel. That's annoying. Is there anything here that can give me steel easily? Not really. Yeah, I'll take some of this trash or scrap and just hand recycle it. It goes quickly enough where I can hand recycle it, then have my robots take everything it gives me. And then, you know, I just realized something I don't think my robots do, but I think they should do. Oh, thing just got destroyed. Oh, bugs. Bugs were spitting at my robots. That's understandable. Oh yeah, did Vulcanists ever get their power problems fixed? Are Vulcanist power problems fixed? They aren't. Because these are not full. And I need them to be full. So, do I need more sulfuric acid? Really? Wow. It's pretty insane I need more. Alright, well, I think that's this entire patch now set up. Nope, there's one more. Is there any more here? Okay, now it doesn't look like it. No, there's that one as well. Alright, there we go. Everything should now be properly harvested from this sulfuric acid patch. Fulgora is almost ready. Right. Yeah, okay, you just need this. I can then chuck those into there, and... Okay, now we don't have too many of those, so that's good. Chuck those in there, that'll give me some more steel, and that should now work on this holmium plate and fine concrete. And processing unit and steel and all that. That's nice. You stopped working a while ago because no electronic circuits. Quality upscaling I can do, but I don't really need to because I actually managed to fit everything for science on this one little island, so that's good. What if I just take you and just pop you there? And tell them to make a different one for the science. Okay, there we go. Electromagnetic science pack is now researched. And yeah, I can just make that. And then, oh, it needs to be on the other side? Why would you do this to me? At least I didn't have anything super important there. But the input chest is going to be annoying to have to move over. You set requests, and then you read ingredients. You need to pop that there, pop you there, and hook these up to power. Yeah. Okay, now you're just missing some pipes. We have a couple pipes here, you just need some more iron, and more iron we are getting. So, it's making electromagnetic science pack. Or it will be pretty soon. Just need to wait for it to make the plant. So that's pretty cool. Vulcanus, did power ever get fixed? Or is power still getting fixed? It's close. Are these at least active constantly? No, they're not. They need more sulfuric acid. That is insane. Suppose there's sulfuric acid up here I could go get. Robots. Go up there. I don't really care how complex it is to go up there. I just need you to go up there. I forgot to hook these up to power, that's why. It's not been working. Yeah, these aren't getting enough sulfuric acid to be active constantly. This pipe needs to be full of sulfuric acid. Where I can't hook it up to the rest of my base, because this pipe's not full of sulfuric acid. As soon as I hook it up to everything else, these stop producing enough steam. Boom. Alright, there we go. Now I can hook up all of these as well. Okay, you get rotated, you get rotated. All the rest of these look pretty good. So now we gotta set up all the pipes to harvest from them. acid. Okay, and now I suppose I could just bring it around. I'm gonna try to go around the lava lake, because then I could hook it up all the way around there. Yep. That's my end goal. There we go. Now, I don't think it's entirely in row report coverage. Yeah, like up here isn't. But actually, most of that was, which is pretty surprising. And then, yeah, they're missing pipes. Probably because wherever I'm building them, I'm not building them quickly enough. You. Oh, actually, doesn't really make sense that I'm missing pipes. I have them set to a foundry. Could I maybe... up here? And then... underground pipe it right there to there? Can we do that? Because then that'll let me place you with that, and then that'll let me do that. There we go. Do that. Hopefully they don't run out of pipes before they build it. I think it'll be fine. This thing has 100 pipes in there. That pipeline may be long, but it's not too long. Okay, Fulgora, are you still missing stuff? You are still waiting on steel. You just need steel. Okay. Do we have anything in there that can be scrapped for extra steel? No. Do these use steel? No, they don't. Yeah, these don't use steel. Superconductors. I suppose refined concrete uses steel, doesn't it? Refined concrete. Yeah, you use steel. We have a lot of that. Alright, give me that refined concrete. And, throw it into there. It's gonna output concrete, which is basically useless to me, but it might also output some steel every so often. Yeah, it has a really slow chance to output steel. Which is what I currently need. And that's why recyclers are fun. Think about it, didn't we have like a lot of iron? Yeah, we had a lot of iron sticks. I can shove those into a recycler to get more iron plates. And then the iron plates can go to making more pipes and more other things. Now V's getting attacked again, and it's already been repaired. My bots work well. Vulcanus, on the other hand, ooh, these are actually almost full, and yeah, because the output is full. There we go. That's what we want. So now let's see what happens when I build that last pipe, and then my entire factory kicks into action. Apparently it's not going to kick into action because this does not have any pipes. Fine. I didn't want to, but I have to set up this for pipes. I have to set up a bot model for pipes. You destroyed a miner? No. A single random bug. Dang. I guess they found out about my mining outpost. Wait. And she's somewhere else being damaged as well? Okay, no, it's just up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like them. Like my bots are really too freaked out. I mean, I guess everything here is pretty easy to replace. I don't think a single small biter can really do anything. So I'll just set up more laser turrets, I guess. Vulcanus, what did you do? Oh wait, you're still a connected network. You didn't break, you just ran out of space. I suppose that makes sense. Alright, I'll extend it. Because they have so much tungsten. That is insane. Most of that space is just tungsten. And you are just waiting for more science. That's pretty good. My science is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, cliff explosives. Ooh, lightning collector. That's interesting. And it's electromagnetic though. Yeah, I don't know about any of that stuff. I do like lab research speed though. That seems powerful. So low density structure productivity, processing unit productivity, that's all pretty cool. Quillo needs agricultural science pack. An agricultural science pack increases plastic productivity. What? Oh, and rocket fuel productivity. That's cool. So yeah, all parts of a rocket can get productivity on them, and then rocket part productivity can also get on there. So that would be cool. Promethium Science Pack. That's cool. Huh. Alright, that's cool. Oh, yep, the biter is still up here, still biting away at his random things. He's just having a little snack, I guess. Why do I think he's gonna get run over by the train before my robots go place down any turrets? Like, I feel the train's about to, like, be ready to leave, and he's gonna try to destroy it, and he's just gonna get run over. Like, that would be pretty dang funny. Oh, is he just gonna... He's just gonna give up? You're just giving up, little bud? Off he goes. Honestly, I kinda wanna watch this little guy, see where he goes next. Is he just gonna flee? I mean, you went out here to attack, little buddy. You went out here to attack. What are you... Oh, you're going after a different base. What? Apparently I was in the Demolisher's territory, I guess. Why did you do this, bud? Fine, I'll get out of your territory. But I kinda do need this oil. Okay, wait, where's the bug? Where'd the bug go? Did the bug die? I think the bug just died over here somewhere. Do I see his corpse anywhere? Yep, right there. Well, he had a good run, I guess. Okay, Vulcanus. Oh, yep, he was angry. So, fine, I won't go in your territory, I guess. I'll just take this outer layer. Okay, guys, stop flying over his trail. Let it cool down at least. Okay, this is gonna make more pipes, and then all the pipes are gonna get, or at least some of the pipes should get used to then make this pipe crafting actually be working again. And then with the pipe crafting working again, or the foundry pipe crafting working again, then I don't have to deal with much else. I can just let it do its thing over here. Oh yeah, is this space platform like at all ready to go? Ooh, it's actually gotten a lot of ammo. That's cool. I didn't know it could do that. Fulgora, you're still missing stuff. How? Because you're still missing steel. Because Fulgora is just slow. And what else here do I have in storage that uses steel? I mean, I guess engine units use steel, I think. Right? Yeah, engine units do use steel, so we can bring them over here, nab them out of here, and chuck them into there. They'll make some stuff, at least. I think they'll make some steel. And that little bit of steel, that's all I really need. And maybe those pipes as well, those be useful. That little bit of steel can go into here and make an electromagnetic plant. You know what, I could also just go down here, go to the other ruins down here and just break some of these. I think just breaking a few of them would give me all the steel I need. But, I'm lazy. Alright, robots, take all your stuff. Take all my steel. Make that electromagnetic plant. And give me some science. You know, I didn't think about it until just now, but I also need to get off the planet. Like, I can't just stay on the planet. I need to get off the planet somehow. So, rocket silo needs steel, processing units, electric engine units, pipe, and concrete. I think the only thing there that's not easy to get is electric engine units. And electric engine units are literally just lubricant, engine unit, and electronic circuits. Heck, I'm already making them down here. Yeah. So, how many do I need? I think it's 200. So 4 stacks. So you just need more electronic circuits. And then everything else I think I'll just get through steel. Or I'll get through that stuff. And what? Huh. Yeah. Alright, Vulcanus, are you properly set up now? Yeah, Vulcanus is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Its pipe is actually full. The storage tanks are not full, but these are full, so I guess that's fine. I guess it's really as full as it's going to be, because I'm draining so much steam. I'm consuming so much steam, at least. But yeah, my Vulcanus power has been fixed. Okay, then Fulgora. Fulgora, you are just waiting on more steel. I'm sorry, what? How? Where did all of my steel go? Okay, these, we don't need to make any more recyclers. You don't take steel. You take some steel, but those are full. You're not taking anything new. Roboports. Roboports are taking all of my steel. and chemical plants, I guess. But roboports are taking a huge chunk of my steel. So now, do you have enough steel now? No, you don't. Fine, I will take roboports. I will bring them over here and I will chuck them in there. Oh, things are being damaged. Oh, that one actually almost got destroyed. That was kind of cool. Robots, or bugs actually did something. Okay. Now, do you have enough steel? Yes, you do. Good. Now you've made an electromagnetic plant. You're going to take that electromagnetic plant and you're just going to pop it down. You take it, bring it over here, and you pop it down. Yeah. And now it just needs accumulators and supercapacitors. Supercapacitors are already set up. Accumulators, I believe, are also already set up. Yeah, they're already set up. That's good. And yeah, boom. It's made electromagnetic science pack. So now, we need to make another megaship. Except this new megaship needs to be a bigger one, able to go to Fulgora. I think that's gonna be... Yeah, the rest of this episode is gonna be dedicated to designing a new megaship. So first... This is actually going to be something bigger, because it's not going to be a megaship. It's going to be something different. What do I want to call it? It's gonna be mainly going out to Fulgora. Think of it, I want it to also be like really good electric stuff, so S.S Electrode. That's what I'm gonna call it. Started platform's been requested. One of my robots is gonna launch it. Yep, one of my robots is already gonna launch it. That's pretty cool. So yeah, honestly, Nauvis is... Okay, guys, stop going over his tail. Yeah, Nauvis is good. It's on the way. Say you launched it. It should be built any minute now. Alright, S.S Electrode. So, first things first. Basic design. I want this ship to be steam powered. I don't know if I can do that, but I want to do that. So I'm gonna need some space here. Yeah. Also more research, that's cool. I will do laser weapon damage, because that's actually gonna be kind of useful in space. Okay. Something I want to try is you melt ice, and then can I do a boiler using carbon? Ah, can't build boilers. Okay. How else can I make steam? What's the ways I can make steam? Acid neutralization needs calcite and sulfuric acid. I don't want to have to go to Vulcanus just to power my ship. Can I do uranium? Can I make... can I ship, like, uranium fuel up there or something? Yeah, let's see, can I... Now, first of all, I should probably set up some uranium fuel. Where's my centrifuges? I just set them up right over here. Okay. I think, yeah, Corvex enrichment, I think is what I want to do. Like, I'm going to have one of these that is just simply... So do Corvex enrichment. these two. Set requests, read ingredients, and I think this makes more uranium, more enriched uranium. So we just set that up. Yeah, and this should be going pretty good. Currently, we actually don't have much enriched uranium, which is surprising. But I mean, I can also always just set up more of these. Like, boom. A whole lot more of these set up. Yeah, my drones aren't even missing anything to build this. They're no longer connected to sulfuric acid because I just destroyed their thing. How do they still have sulfuric acid? The heck? Okay, now they're starting to run out a little bit. Yeah, this down here is going to do the Corvex enrichment thing, which is good. Yeah, it does need 40 of the enriched uranium to start, but it'll keep getting that as time goes on. And I can just set up more of these uranium miners to get me even more uranium. So S.S Electrode. You know, this is actually a really terrible design. So, uranium fuel cells, I can ship up 50 of them, and then they turn into depleted uranium fuel cells. I think I'll just ship those back down to Novis. Nuclear reactor. So, they use uranium, and they make heat. Pop down a whole bunch of those. I think this is like the grid you want to have for them. And heat exchangers turn water into steam. Okay. Could probably do like something like this design here with them. Oh, no. Just gonna move this farther away for now while I'm designing it. Okay, this. And now they create steam. And steam turbines use steam more efficiently, I think. I think you can do like 2 or 3. Oh, you can't go down any farther? What the heck? Yeah, I'm unable to go down any farther. Seems odd. I swear I've seen people build bigger ships than this. Okay, no, it's just, depending on, like, where your stuff is. Okay. You know, I don't want it to be that wide, though, because width impacts, how fast your thing goes. So maybe the sides don't do anything. Maybe it's just this. At its core. Because, yeah, that fits basically perfectly in the shadow of that, which is nice. Pop that down. Trim up these. And I guess it's now building it. Didn't expect that already, but okay. So that's pretty cool. This mega ship, is it still getting ammo? It's still getting ammo. Yep, and then Electrode. We're working on that. Huh. Okay. So it'll ship up uranium reactors. And now, need to figure out how to fuel them. Probably do, like this on the side. Or I don't. I guess, yeah, I can do belts. I can do belts. There's no point not doing belts. Here we go. Now these will produce heat that'll get turned into steam, and these will make power. Both of these should be filtered to only do uranium fuel cells. And then what I think I can do is have a output of the spent uranium fuel cells. And actually the spent uranium fuel cells can just get yeeted into the void, because they're no longer needed. They're useless. So, to do with these top two, though, I guess I can just put down that, yeah. So that'll deal with all spent uranium fuel cells, and it'll also put uranium fuel cells in there for power, so that's pretty cool. This is now, power has been dealt with. Now, thrusters. So, my design can do 1, 2. In the middle here is going to be the interesting part. I guess I could just straight up do that, and then that. That. 6 thrusters, which is less than the megaship, but it's also much, much thinner than the megaship. Actually, all the thrusters would need to be moved down 1. I guess I can still fill in this little area, because you need to have piping like that, and you need to have piping like that. Now, on this one, they are connected, like this is only connected to this one side, it doesn't go through to both, whereas this is connected to everything. Okay. So, oh, no, I didn't mean to be here. Electrode. So, these middle two, I think, need to have a tiny bit of a gap to be able to fit the pipes in. So, what can I do? I can just move them over 1, I guess. Because now that can fit that one. And then this one can't fit in there, though. See, I can't fit both of them right there, because I'd have to be sharing the same thing. Can I just rotate these? Wait. Yes, thrusters cannot be rotated. So I could do, like, I guess if I did maybe one more space in between them, then it would work. which feels really inefficient because there's an entire space here that another thruster could go in. But I could do this, and also have like you be underground, then you come through here, then your underground comes right there. So now the underground there can then fit both into the same thing. There we go. And I suppose now there's no reason why I can't put more thrusters on the outside. Because now that they are both in the same network. Just do this, then do this. Yeah. Has the thrusters down here at the bottom properly set up. Okay. Now what I'm gonna need is you, and you. Or these three actually. Oh, thing got damaged. Things have been damaged and destroyed down here because bugs. That's okay. Robots will just go repair those. Nope, stop sending me here. Electrode. So what I'm thinking is 3 of these, where this side is thruster oxidizer. And what I want to have it is like each one of them kind of carries the iron ore down, where this one gets the iron ore and then it carries it down to the others. And then you are going to be the same but with thruster fuel. Then each one could get their own ice melter. Which would then basically do the opposite of the other thing does, with belts coming down the middle here. Nope. There we go. And then there would be like a secondary belt here for ice. Then I could probably still fit the inserters dumping off the edge of the platform into the design. Oh. And then you could just simply be like a little inserter right there. Oh, that's a little bit too big. Alright, then iron would have to come through a slightly different route. Which we could do, I guess, by this. Yeah, both of these have the uranium fuel cell, and both of these have ice as their thing. No, not that. I want this. Because the entire front of the ship is going to be, like asteroid processing and stuff, whereas the back of the ship here is where I'm going to just fit, the fuel and stuff. Alright, there we go. Now, ice should be getting down there, and now, up here at the top, it's going to be the other thruster material. So this one's going to be iron, and the other side's going to be carbon. Going down. Ooh. Oh, but I can't put it right there. I need to actually have it go around. Actually, I want this to be as thin as possible for most of it. Because the thinner it is, the less I need to worry about an asteroid getting just randomly close to it and then breaking the entire thing. Alright. I have almost finished making the belt for this. For the carbon on this side for thruster fuel. Alright. See, a pretty simple design focused around the nuclear reactors. I like it. And I am gonna need some solar panels. I could probably fit, though, then in the shadow here of thrusters, I could fit nuclear, or I could fit solar panels. So yeah, there we go. This is like a more slender ship design. Right, these should drop stuff off the edge of the platform when I need them to. So that's good. We have that set up. Now up here we need you and you. You are iron ore. And you are carbon. Where's carbon? There's carbon. There we go. Okay. The entire back of the ship is now properly set up. And I should probably set... This group is going to be... I think... For just my first trip, I'm just going to send out 100 uranium fuel cells. That is going to be a lot of rocket launches, but with that many uranium fuel cells in here, this thing should be able to power itself for a long time. With these 4 reactors here, able to power each one heat exchanger, and then all the steam turbines with that. That should power itself for quite some time. This megaship is just going back. This megaship is still waiting for science. This megaship is... Oh! It's made it back from Fulgora, and it survived without taking any damage. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright. Yeah, Electrode. Still working on Electrode. Okay, I've designed the back half of Electrode right now. Gonna quickly have some of this just fill in those gaps so I can start building. There we go. So now it should be able to build Electrode. I like that ship design. Simple, I like it. And now I need to deal with protecting it. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is, I don't need to protect the bottom, because that's thrusters, you know, things don't come at it from the bottom. I do need to protect the sides, though. So what I want to do is figure out a way to have gun turrets able to, be here. with then the thing continuing downwards. Maybe this is like a design I can work with. Yeah, that's a design I can actually work with quite nicely. Okay. Then what is the like protective area of a gun turret? So right there. Right there looks to be pretty good. So we copy this design, just simply run it all the way up. No, wait, that's not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all. Things are getting damaged on Vulcanus. Oh, because they ran over the guy. Yep, that's all understandable. I still only have 4 electromagnetic science packs here, but my robots are going to keep working. And why are you so low? Supercapacitors. Because no green circuits, because no blue circuits. Wow. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, Electrode. Okay, copy this. And I place it on the previous gun turret. Going up. Okay. And now we have that. That's pretty good. Now I want to build it on this side. I should also probably put right there's laser turrets as well to deal with the smaller asteroids. So that's pretty good. Okay. This side, gun turret. Down, then going down, then a splitter, and then how many is it? 4. Four before the next splitter? Yeah, 4 before the next gun turret. Okay. Right. Yes, I aligned that perfectly. Okay, and now we gotta put down the laser turrets as well. Can't forget those. And now I gotta set up all the gun turrets to focus only on the medium asteroids. Alright, and then these laser turrets need to focus on small asteroids. Also, this space music is real nice. I don't know if it's too loud, but it's nice. Come on. Get all the laser turrets. There we go. Okay, all the turrets now have their filters set. They're all good, and now I have a width of what width I'm working with. So I can also probably set up some more solar panels. Although I don't... Ooh. These things are meant to drop off the side here. Should probably deal with getting that chain working here now. Okay, you bring it over here to the edge, and the edge just yeets it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, now these things got damaged and things have been repaired. I'm back on fulgora, don't want to be on fulgora, need to build Electrode. So yeah, that should now work for dropping stuff off the edge of the platform. And now I can design the solar panels. That's actually pretty perfect fit for them. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now we have all of the guns set up. Now asteroid collectors. I'm only going to do those in this front bit. Oh, and they need to be on the edge of the platform. Okay. Well then. Ooh. Probably should have put the guns a little bit farther back then. I could probably adjust right here. See, after that laser turret. I need to fit in asteroid collectors without any part of them going over. See, and I like the idea of fitting them, actually, I want to be most efficient with my space, now I think about it. Then, ooh, how would I want to handle this corner overlap? Like that, I bet. There we go. A nice, even pattern of asteroid collectors. So now I'm going to need to figure out how to get their asteroids actually, collected. So I'm going to be using the pattern here that I designed. This corner is also going to be annoying to have to deal with this pattern. Gonna pop it down like that, and then, yeah, that should be fine. Oh, it's one off. Interesting. I suppose the top doesn't need to be the exact same pattern. Now this top is actually going to be a smaller grid. That, I think, yep. And then right there, yep. And then right there, I think. Yes, there we go. Okay, now I've designed, or I've put the, oh wait. Yeah, now I'll just do this. Now I've set up the gun turrets here. I can deal with routing the ammo. Okay, wait here. I think I don't do that, right? Yeah, I just do that. There we go. Thing got damaged on Navis again, but I don't really care. I'm designing a ship. Alright, I need to get the ship designed pretty soon because I gotta end the video soon. Yeah. So now that I have the guns mostly set up, probably come up to this top area and do like 2, like right there. And yeah, from the base there'll be this that'll come up, and load up into these 2. Oh, things getting destroyed on Navis. Oh, the bugs. Yep, that makes sense. Nope, stop. There we go. That is now the basis for Electrode. So now I need to figure out how to get the asteroids out of these collectors. Probably just do... Wait, how does an underground belt work on a space platform? Just... Yes, I go underground where I'm in space. Right here's gonna be that, so I can fit them both there. Both of these are gonna combine, I think. Or no, I don't want these to combine. This front area is going to be a little bit different. So you can output right down to the bottom. Alright, there we go. Now all the asteroid collectors should be able to actually collect their asteroids. Alright, asteroid collectors are now all set up. Or at least they go into this middle area. Now, how do I want to deal with crushing? I think I'm going to have a crusher per asteroid. Or no, that's not going to be the best idea. Each side has 3 asteroid crushers? Wait, why are these all inverted? Oh, they aren't fully made yet, okay. Yeah, I kind of like the idea that each side has... Actually, first things first, I want to do this and this. Not right there, actually. I want to save on space. Bop, bop. Both of these to make regular ammo. Because, yeah, piercing rounds need so much, like, it needs copper and steel. That's a little bit too much. Yep, these can do that. Thinking about it, I don't want them to take from the base, actually, because I don't want to have iron plates in here. What I'm going to have is, they'll just be fueled by smelters, one per. There we go. And then, this will lend itself pretty nicely to then the crushers going maybe like right here, and this crusher will get on a priority splitter to here, and then back to the core. whereas the other two splitters are just going to go directly to the core because they are not needed elsewhere. Or the other two crushers are going to go directly to the core. Yeah, you're a metallic asteroid, you're a carbonic, then you are oxide. There we go. Then we can also have each one do this. Then they filter out each asteroid chunk. So whenever I crush that asteroid, if there's any of that asteroid like back, it'll output that way. Whereas you are only iron ore, you are only carbon, right? Yeah, and then you are only ice. There we go. So carbon and ice immediately go back to the thing. Iron ore first gets turned into ammo and then into thruster fuel. And actually it should be the other way around. It should first get turned into thruster fuel, then into ammo. I like that. Okay, and now those two get split together, those two get split together. To then make this one actually doesn't output right there. Actually outputs right here. To then turn around and then get split into this. Now these ones also come in there. Fill up right there. You join it. There we go. Okay. I've designed one end, now I need to copy it over to the other end. Alright, I am almost done with the ship design. Can save a little bit of space right there by just doing that. Okay. You are oxide, you are carbon, and you are metallic. Okay, we have that now set up. Now, that. Oh, what the heck? No, go back out to Electrode. That's not that. That one's this. Priority splitter down. Okay, and this one's actually a little bit off from that, so it does that. Yeah, it's slightly off center, but eh. Okay, and now these ones come down right here to go into you. you, down, then into you. There we go. Okay. Now, this has been big ship building. It's finally done now. Now time to lay out all, or at least, like, the bulk of this shipbuilding is now done. Now time to lay out all this flooring. I can put in more solar panels if I need. But I like the idea that it's powered entirely by... Oh wait, I didn't get the water in here. Huh. I'm gonna need to do that. I'm gonna need to get water in here somehow. Which I suppose could be... Wait, how far do these reach? I don't know how far one of these reaches. I'm just going to assume that'll be enough. Because ice is this inner one, so it shouldn't be too difficult to fit in. Oh, except down here is like literally no space to fit in a water pipe. I guess I don't need all these solar panels. At least I better not need all these solar panels. There we go. So now you need to get set up with that. And ice melting. And did I hear things get damaged? Ice is that one, so that actually fits perfectly right there. You're just gonna... This little guy's gonna be providing a lot of water for a lot of stuff, so... I set up 2 things there. Yeah, this should be good. So now... These will get water for the nuclear power. Okay. Now I gotta set up the rest of this. There we go. That's pretty good, actually. The S.S Electrode is about the same width as the S.S Mega. I think it's slightly more efficient, though. Yeah, I think it's slightly more efficient. So, that's cool. Yeah. From now on, I'm just gonna call this ship the Electrode, because that's a pretty cool name for a ship. Gonna see if I can't just fit a couple more solar panels in here anywhere. Yeah. It'll probably be fine. Now we just need to wait for this to get built. This is gonna be a absolutely crazy ship if it works. I highly doubt it'll work, but it's a ship. I've built it. Now Vs needs to just send more rockets out. So you're sending pipes and waiting. Yep. Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you next episode. Bye.